Hi folks, it's a rainy Friday afternoon here and I am joining you. I'm Hillary, the marketing mom, for those of you who don't know me. It's been 7 weeks, baby is growing big. I just shared a couple images for you to see how she's growing and coming into the fold, coming into our family. But today I want to chat with you about taking things step by step and managing expectations. And when I say managing expectations, I mean managing for yourself and also managing if you are a business owner. How do you manage expectations for your clients? And then, particularly in this realm of social media and online marketing, how do you manage expectations? As a social media manager, how do you manage expectations to your clients? As a business owner, how do you manage the expectations of yourself in what you should be achieving inside of the social media manager realm? And where this stems from actually is, rather than me, so yesterday, I'll just give you the backstory. So yesterday, I opened the newspapers, the local newspapers here, and I saw, we're just flipping through, and I saw this job position, social media technician. All right. So first of all, I don't know what a social media technician is. They don't exist, quite frankly. But if you are at all familiar with the way Trinidad job markets work, all right, if you put the name technician or anything like that, it kind of justifies the company to pay you less than you're worth. So I said to myself, well, I wonder what this technician does, because basically technicians are kind of, what we would look for somebody who's just posting. All right. They're not into strategy. They're not into thinking or anything like that. So bear with me as I read exactly what this technician is supposed to be doing on social media marketing. All right. So I'm just going to read it from the newspaper. All right. And I'm not going to share the name of the company or anything like that to protect the innocent and stupid. Okay. But so apart from all the regular stuff, they want you to have a bachelor's degree in marketing or digital media and advertising, all the regular stuff, right? Must be excellent in communication, which makes sense because you're communicating over social media. All right, but let's get down to the nitty gritty of what they're asking for. All right, so they are saying for must have at least 5 years, 2 to 5 years experience, and a proven track record of managing multiple digital advertising platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google Ads, and more. Must have graphic art design and photography experience, including a working knowledge of Adobe and Photoshop. Must be skilled at designing and developing and building digital marketing campaigns for brand awareness, sales promotions, and other creative product content for social media, including but not limited to, again, Facebook, Instagram, and other digital platforms, including sponsored posts. Must be skilled at writing content and copy to be used on various social media platforms. Must be able to work in a fast-paced environment, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they're asking you, one person, to be a team. And for, a lot of the people inside of the digital marketing space, a lot of maybe my affiliate marketers who follow me, as well as social media managers out there, you may have gotten a big laugh out of that, because the reality is each of those are actually an individual person. All right. And it's not a technician by any means. And just the other day, so I'm talking about managing expectations here for yourself, so that even if you are a business owner, you're a company owner, you know what you want to get done, but you're trying to fill that position in one person and then calling them a technician. Okay. Just the other day, I was listening to a training from a very experienced copywriter over 10 years. And that's all he focuses on, copywriting. And I'll tell you that for a chief copywriter, That's his sole job. That's what he does. That's what he spends his time doing. So that in itself is one position. And then I know I've got some followers who are graphic designers, and you're probably getting a kick out of this, because a lot of people, although you may be able to know what to do on social media, a graphic designer is that, a graphic designer. They spend a lot of time in the images and the fonts and colors and getting the right tones, and then there are different nuances to graphic design, whether you're doing it for digital copy versus print. Okay, now I am not a graphic designer, but I've worked with them, I've partnered with them, some graphic designers, and when they go through the nuances of graphic design, I can see how that's its own department, its own entity, that you really don't want to try and meddle with all the other things. And then let's talk about, in my realm, the social media. Inside of Elite Marketing Pro, where I'm the social media manager, we've got social media actually split into two, where we've got a person who handles promotions, and then another person who handles all our organic stuff. All right. And then we also have other team members who deal with creating assets, content assets. So we're talking a team of people. All right. And so from a managing your expectations standpoint, all right. So apart from the fact that when I first read this, it just blew my top that locally here in Trinidad, companies still don't get it. They still don't get that social media is not one person. It's not a technician position. You can't just throw graphic design and copywriting into it. And advertising is something that is, an additional cost. Let's put it that way. All right. Now, what does this mean for you in your business as a business owner? What that means for you as a business owner, especially if you're a solopreneur, is that you've got to manage your expectations. And now, just like me, all right, many of you know we just had a little baby, and managing expectations from a personal standpoint and also from business. I want you to just take a step back and think about this. This morning I woke up and I said, I'm going to add my 15 minutes of walking to my schedule. All right. Now, keep in mind, it's been 7 weeks since I just had a little baby, and the body is still trying to recover. And here it is that I jump up this morning and say, I must add my 15 minutes of walking a day. All right. Now, yes, from a mental standpoint, mentally I may be able, and doctor cleared me for activity and everything. Mentally, I really want to get back into my activity, my physical walking, my exercise and everything. But I don't know if my body can physically handle that, okay? So which is why I manage my expectations. I would usually want to do a 4-mile walk or a 3-mile walk. But what did I say? I'm going to do 15 minutes a day. Now, when I did the 15 minutes, I felt like I did nothing. But that was probably what's best for my body. Now, let's come back to your business, especially in this realm of marketing, online marketing, and social media. You've got to manage your expectations. You cannot expect, especially if you're starting off new, all right? You're new, maybe you don't have a very large budget. You can't expect to do all online marketing from the get-go. You've got to pick one area. Stick to it, get good at it, and then move on to the next. So you can't possibly be great at finding content and finding the right and creating the right assets, creating the right images, and then posting those on social media, engaging with your clients, and trying to be the best copywriter in the world, while at the same time trying to optimize advertising campaigns. Okay? Now, that may seem like a whole lot, but sometimes as a business owner, we know what we need, all right? Now, depending on your budget, you may think, well, I'm just going to pay somebody less. Again, if you do that, what you're going to get is not what your expectations are going to be. So, to my moms especially, and for those in the network marketing, affiliate marketing space, if you're marketing online, manage your expectations. Pick one activity, or what I call the tactics, right? Tackle one tactic and get good at that, all right? A lot of people who've been following me would probably realize that, I've been focusing on something different. And that's why you're not getting emails from me every day, okay? Because I'm focusing on another area right now. Maybe it's called family, but the reality is, as a business owner, you've got to manage your expectations in terms of what you are going to be able to actually get done in your online marketing. All right. If you're starting off with social, great. Start off with social and do these simple things. Do the simple posting. Get on a Facebook Live and do a Facebook Live once a week, maybe twice a week. Okay, but do these simple things and get consistent at it. Get good at it and get consistent. You don't have to be perfect. Okay, that is one thing that I've learned from all my mentors. Perfection is not what you're after, right? You're not after perfection. You're after being able to competently do this. Okay, so once you've finished that step, then you move on to the next. And one thing that was so amazing when I was listening to this copywriter the other day, one of the things that he said is that he spent just about an hour a day focused for a year. Focused. He made that decision and he focused on just working and developing the skills required for copywriting. All right. And it took him a year to start working at that, churning it out. But he did it every day, spent 1 hour, whether it was Christmas Day, New Year's, Valentine's Day, every day he worked on developing that skill. And I want to challenge you this weekend, if you're a solopreneur, all right, that I really want you, a mompreneur like myself, I want you to actually figure out what is that one skill that you want to work on. What is the one skill? And just focus on it and develop and keep developing it. For once, I want you to put blinders on when it comes to all of these other things that you could be doing online. Because, the list is, it could go on forever. There's copywriting, there's ads, organic. I just wrote down a few of them. The content creation, content repurposing, and then creating your funnels. All right. So you're fun. And that is a totally different rabbit hole that you're going to go down when you start to create your own funnels. All right. So again, manage your expectations of what you're able to do. And if you're a business out there, also manage your expectations about what you should expect. All right. Because a social media technician does not exist. And a social media technician is not a graphic designer, is not a copywriter, is not a traffic specialist, and is not a social media manager. All right? A social media technician is a person that just doesn't exist, that was pulled out of a hat, and then you're bringing all sorts of other competencies together under that umbrella. And that is something that, to be quite honest, it was an insult to the profession of social media management. If the social media managers group, that I'm a part of were to even hear about this, they'd be like, and for a company to actually think that this is possible, that is an expectation that they have that's probably not going to be met. Okay, so that is another thing. As a company, if you're out there as a company, don't think that you're going to get one person doing all of that. I'm doing it to the level of competency that you want. That is what's important here. It's the level of competency, because what's the point of paying somebody to do something if they're not going to do it to your expectation? Similarly, if you're a mompreneur, what's the point of going after something if you're not going to be able to spend the time and the resources needed for you to get good at it, to get competent at it, to get proficient at it? All right. That's why we always say focus on one thing, especially for my moms out there. Okay. So that's my message for you today. Take things step by step. Companies and solopreneurs, mompreneurs, take things step by step. Don't try to, eat the whole elephant in one meal, as we say. Okay. Have a great weekend. And if you want to follow, don't forget to like the page, click on notifications so you can see first, know whenever I go live. And also, if you want to schedule that strategy session with me, talk about social media, you want to get some advice, just either leave me a message right here on the page. If you're on YouTube, on replay, hashtag replay inside of the comments for me so that I know that you're a replay viewer. And also what I will do is you can always reach out to me. I'm going to drop it in the comments at hillarydefreitas.com/strategy. Let's schedule a quick strategy session so that we can talk social. All right. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.